Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope community, a place to heal, to relax, to be yourself, and to be surrounded by those who want to see you win, blossom, and shine. I'm Jessica. I am a Reiki Master Practitioner and Intuitive, and I'm going to be facilitating this ASMR energy healing experience for you today. So usually when I come into our sessions, I have an idea of what we're going to be working on, but today I'm just allowing the universe to take us wherever we want to go. So as we get started, I'm going to go ahead and light our candle. And as you know, our candle represents ultimate healing, ultimate power, ultimate compassion, through allowing all of those negative experiences we've used to have or are currently having, and allowing them to move on in their spiritual path, their evolutionary path. Now, I've been posting videos for a year, and I have yet to show my face. So I think maybe there's a little curiosity around that. And the reason why is healing and doing this energy work is a very personal thing. So as you're coming to this space, it's less about me and more about you and your individual healing experience, as well as I just like to get up, jump on, and not worry about anything. I don't want to worry about how I look. I don't want to have to worry about any of these things. Are the lighting great in my face? Nope. So one way to do that is just to share the experience without all that fluff. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but most importantly to comment, because I love to hear what's going on with you. Just comment for your highest vibrational good so we can keep this a safe space. Let's go in and let's start to clear you out. And as always, we're going to say our prayer. So I hope your 2020 is going wonderfully. I will be very honest with you. As we're heading into working with your aura right now, but as we're heading into this February Valentine's Day month-esque and we do these love videos, a lot of this work is really going to be internal. And unfortunately, the reason why it's going to be internal is because we are entering into Mercury retrograde pre-shadow period. Mercury goes into retrograde February 17th and it gets out in March. And then you have that post-shadow period. So you're not really going to get out of this growth transformation until April. And with that being said, there are a few rules for when Mercury goes into retrograde, and it's not something that if you don't do it 100%, something bad is going to happen to you. It's not that at all. It's really just rules to make it easy on yourself. The first rule is don't start anything new during Mercury in retrograde. What that means is don't start new jobs, new projects. That's a time for planning, or it's a time of finishing. So finishing what you started. Why? Because when you first go into the retrograde period, go through it and come out, you're definitely going to have a very different perspective of what you want in life. So you don't want to come in with this energy and this full force and then kind of waste your time, because what you really want to do is pivot. So I'm sipping on my tea this morning. What you really want to do is you want to make sure that you are going into this experience just to work on yourself. And going inside, it's enough work. I love that Deepak Chopra and Oprah have the 21-day meditation, and it always seems to fall on Mercury in retrograde, and that is a free 21-day meditation. It starts February 3rd, and it just helps you to anchor in and root in your meditation practice. It goes about 20 minutes. They talk for like 5 minutes. You meditate the rest, and what they're doing is they are giving you like a Sanskrit mantra that you can say, or you can relax as well. I'm telling you all of these things because there's going to be frustration. And the reason why there's going to be frustration is because it's a time where you want to move externally. It's a time where you want to show your love for others, for yourself, for your passions in an external way. And really, unfortunately, it's something that you need to do internally. So I don't want you to get caught up in thinking that you're not making progress in February and March and things like that because you're doing that internal work. Because when you resolve the internal work, your April will blossom. And I know that's a little bit hard because it's nice to do one thing and then it causes this reaction instantly. You get your instant gratification, but the reality of what's probably going to happen is you have to do a lot of internal work. You're not really going to see things come to fruition, but more of things needing to be cleared out. You do your spring cleaning, your internal spring cleaning. And then in April, that's when things start to blossom. That's when you really start to see that miraculous things. Now, you're going to be getting opportunities in February. And it could be anything: work, love, X, Y, and Z. What I want you to do is that I want you to trust your gut, because you might be tempted that you're like, oh, I've been looking for someone. Oh, here's this person. I mean, they're a good fit. I don't know if I really feel like this is the time for us to, but I don't want to lose this opportunity. That is not the mentality to have during Mercury in retrograde. During this time, listen to your gut. Your gut says, wait. And that's okay if that person passes. And what I mean by that is wait. Because going into that retrograde or meeting somebody during a retrograde, they're going to be completely different outside of the retrograde. Your energy is going to be different. Maybe for the better, maybe not so for the better. But just be patient and wait. And really work on those boundaries, work on saying no, work on being very clear with how you feel, because with it being in February gives us both that Aquarius energy as well as that Pisces energy. Aquarius is the humanitarian. Aquarius is the big picture thinker. Aquarius is the friendship sign. It's the wisdom. It's the highest of education. And Pisces is the internal, that mystery that we don't necessarily see. And so since it's going to be mostly in Pisces is specifically about belief and about faith. And it doesn't have to be religious. It's just about your spiritual connection. And having faith means going into your February and your March and saying, this is what I want. These situations are presenting themselves. They don't necessarily feel right for me, but I'm going to have faith that God, the universe, source, whatever, I'm calling this unconditional love and connection to each other, I'm going to have faith that if I do this internal work, even though I'm not taking these other opportunities that don't necessarily feel right, even though I'm, saying no, that when I come out in April from doing this work, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to feel like I made the right choice. And that's really kind of a way to approach it. Pisces is the oldest sign. It represents a little bit of all signs. Pisces can also be, at best, the strongest sense of belief. At worst, delusional. So it's not about being unrealistic. It's about connecting with your faith in God, universe, source. It's about that. saying, I surrender to whatever the path is here. I know I have a deep purpose, but right now I'm going to go within myself and I'm going to clear out so that you can send to me, that energy can send to me the situations and circumstances I need to move forward and to grow. So it's looking like today's session is very much so an intuitive session. And we're going to say a prayer, just a prayer to connect us and root us in community, and just to show reverence to the universe that we are so grateful to have the opportunity to be living, to be breathing, and to live out our purpose as we're going through our different phases. So, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Can I take your energetic hand or spirit fingers? Dear Mother, Father, God, in all of our highest good, that balance between the divine feminine and sacred masculine, please connect us to the Reiki masters, the ascended masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, Oshun, Mawu, White Tar, and all the Taras. Thank you, Universe Source, for allowing us to connect with our spirit guide, our spirit animals, our ancestors, and our lineage to root us down in our individual healing path, as well as connecting us as a community. As we are going through this experience of internal transformation, allow us to have patience, as well as allow us to have faith. Allow us to trust that you have given us the wisdom that we need in order to trust ourselves during times of uncertainty and to still feel whole during times of resilience. With all this, I say this in the name of I am, Ashe, 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 Am. Okay. So, I'm really feeling this Amazonite. I think it's because I think that's what's driving me right now to talk about this very kind of seventh chakra thing, the bigger picture. Because I want you all almost to be able to float over your body as you're going through these experiences during this retrograde period. Because I don't want you to take it personal. I don't want you to think it is a bad thing. Just think about it. Like if your house was a whole mess, or if your space was a whole mess, and you allowed it to accumulate, it's going to feel horrible when you actually have to tackle it. So you're thinking that that's something negative, when in reality it is not negative at all. Really what it is it's giving us a space to take the time to clear everything else out, clear that out, to jump forward so that we can feel good in that space around us. And that means our body. That's why it is so important to root down and anchor down in a meditation practice. This 21-day meditation, as I said, is free. It's something I love to use. I've been using it for years because it's just nice. It's all 21 days. You don't have to think about it. I feel like they send you an email reminder. I don't know. Signing on can be a little tricky sometimes because sometimes the user friendliness is not always there. But at the end of the day, it is a wonderful experience. And Deepak Chopra is definitely one of those thought leaders today in this spiritual, metaphysical, esoteric conversation. Okay. Wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. And as you're here, just continue to breathe. You're being receptive. You're being receptive to the energy and the wisdom that the universe is giving to you through affirmation. So if there's anything that I've said to you that's giving you validation, most importantly, listen to that. Listen to your heart and listen to your gut. I don't want you to think that you have to live in fear. There are things that are going to be difficult, but on top of that, fear is worse a lot of times than what you're actually going through in that moment. Because what you're going through in that moment is finite, and fear can trickle on forever. Something that you experience for 30 minutes, fear can turn it into something that you're experiencing for hours on a day. And so that's what I want you to step away from. And I want you to have belief and understanding, most importantly in yourself, that you have the wisdom to make the decision you need, and that you have the patience as well. And I don't want you to feel that for any reason that you don't know, because you do know. Because the clarity you have within you is that given to you through universe, through source, through unconditional love. And it's not something that you have to second guess. It may not be the cookie cutter image that you wanted, but it is you. So undeniably be yourself. Undeniably take the time during this growth session, and undeniably have love and understanding and compassion for yourself. So I'm going to take a moment just to connect in to see if there's any other information as community that we're receiving. As community, it means commonalities that we're all facing, though we all have our own individual journeys as well. So just give me a moment. I have gone nowhere. And I'm getting acceptance. I got a little bit of trust and a little bit of acceptance. There might be a sense that the anxiety or the fear is coming from not being able to accept yourself, accept the things that you want, accept the things that you love, accept the path, how long it's going to take to get to your kind of dreams and goals, because you're not accepting 100% yourself. And so what that really mean is, I want to be this thing, but I feel like it's unrealistic to be this thing. So I'm trying to travel both paths at the same time, which is not a bad idea. Okay. So you're getting there. But every time the universe says, you know what, I see that you're working this hard, I'm going to give you a path so you can only do this thing you want to do. You're so afraid to deviate from that safety zone that you stay here, which is kind of cutting the life off of the life that you should have been living, or that you can live, or you should live. And the way to remedy that is to accept yourself 100% for who you are, regardless of what it means. If people need to leave your life, let them leave. If situations need to change, let them go. Just accept yourself, putting your heart forward and allowing the universe to bring things in. Now, you should never be in a sense of danger, meaning I accept myself. I want to be myself. I'm never going to go to work again. Or, I'm never going to be a good parent, or I'm never going to be a good X, Y, and Z. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying accept yourself as you are. Stop trying to be anything different. Stop. If you are a part of a systemically discriminated against identity, in your most safest way, try to incrementally stop code switching. If you are just in life and feeling a way of like, I just want to be myself, then I certainly say just do that. Just be yourself. If it's weird, if it's kooky, whatever it is, trust in yourself to be yourself. And you can do it. But family, I just wanted to check in with you today because we've had quite a few healings, but we haven't really talked in a while. So go ahead and comment to me if there's anything that's coming up during your energetic journey right now. Are there any obstacles that you're trying to get over, or is there just a energetic or a frequency you're on right now that you just want to talk about? Regardless, I'm definitely here as we share this experience together. So I'm going to clear you out today. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to clear you out with the amethyst. The amethyst is just sealing in that higher consciousness, higher understanding that you are bigger than any obstacle in your life. that you deserve the moon and the stars in the sky, that your energy is enough and that you should feel enough. So, if no one has said it to your family, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Here's a little bit of my chin. And go ahead and comment how things are going. But until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. If you want to keep watching, click on the box